How we doing, everybody? Give everybody a sneak peek here. So we are officially back from our deployment in Africa. December 5th marks our first day here. We are currently going to be in Poland for some field training exercises for the next couple months or a month or so. So our first ceremony out of a combat, we are in Poland. This is our kind of, I guess, home for a little while. So you can kind of see we have some personnel spawning. Hey, Frost. What? This is where we'll be for a couple months. Today you'll see some streams. This is obviously our company ceremony, but you'll see a video posted probably tomorrow from somebody from our PAO of our first FTX. This is Yellow Carrot field training exercise, which will go into some detail. I'll be coughing a lot. I got the Rona. But it's nice to be back in combat gear. Oh. That can't be. Can't have that face. Where's Campbell? There it is. There we go. Much better. Whew. I was jacked up for a second. Had myself a beard. Couple sergeants, couple corporals, overseas. The lone private. Very jacked up staff sergeant in the back. Got the walk. Oh, there's Sergeant Brock. Someone got the wrong gear. Got our motor pool. Medical. Zipping with little birds. Oh my land! Look at all these. Having some fun in Poland, I tell you. Map-wise, you can see we are good, probably at 20 by 20. Trying not to die here. flashbang. Got 12 minutes to step off. Or to ceremony. Excuse me. Got my Gordon Griswold Christmas shirt on for the holiday spirit. Hey Pender, how you doing? You making it for ceremony or just gonna watch? Understandable. Well, you're missing out. Because I got your name a few times in this large-ass packet. 10 pages. Our ceremony is as well. 10 pages, but that's skewed because there's entire pages that look just like that just have a shit ton of names on them. Yeah, there's just 4 pages of deployment medals. Try not to die in everybody's ears today. Listening.
You must be AFK, probably saying some prayers before ceremony.
I know, I can see my patch. I don't know if anybody else can. Cover down, Frankie. You got like good old 2 feet.
Fernandez is coming, by the way. Or Winners Fernandez is coming.
Which Fernandez?
Junior.
Yeah.
He's back?
Yeah. Trying to get the mods to work right now. I'm talking through some of the issues.
Wow, where's Snyder?
Who else signed up for the special class? That's gonna be like 8 hours long.
LaFlash is Wilson.
8 hours long. League of Legends Wilson.
That says like 4 hours.
The designated marksman winner?
That sounds even worse than Robot
I did.
Wilson.
Yeah, right? I would like actually want to kill myself if I played League of Legends.
I've not signed up for it.
You said us to play League of
I don't
Legends
know. I
for one
you really
day.
need it because you're like on your back more than you kill stuff. So.
Oh, that was a hit.
Hey, I can say that because I taxi cab him on my back all the time.
And now you can do it for free.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my god. Well, at least you weigh less. So that's what Son Brock looks like without his like Superman armor on.
Oh, it's time to buy a new PCA.
Specials top lack, you back yet?
Winners, if I get brought
have
up
to go
for
over there and
anything,
fucking
ping me because
yank
I
him
gotta
off
go
his
help
face.
Fernandez.
Just keep them for yourself, winners. Keep all the awards for yourself.
Alright, gentlemen, 2 mics. Lock it up.
What the hell?
Ross, what the hell is a captain rank doing on your beret?
Yes? Oh. Yep. Whoever has time, just check general on Phoenix.
Major LaFlash, Alpha Company is all present and accounted for, sir.
Oh, post. All right. I'm going to try my best here, War Eagles, not to cough in everybody's face or ears. Let's see. Got a couple stragglers coming in still. All right. First off, welcome to Poland. That was how I was greeted by a staff sergeant when I got in the map. Those that don't, well, if you've been living in a cave the last year, we just completed a deployment to Central Africa, to where we completed 21 combat missions as well as 13 presence patrols in the last 9 months. Deploying the beginning of this year, back in April, March-April timeframe, to Africa. We ended up completing our objective. The whole storyline behind Operation Silver Guardian was U.S. personnel was captured, and our main goal was to obviously get them back. We ran into a lot of road bumps and obstacles during that 21 combat deployment, or 21 combat missions, having to locate our hostages. One was KIA. We were luckily able to secure and find 2 of them beat up but alive. We had some bombs that went missing that we had to re-find as well during that 21 missions, and then obviously the big honcho bad guy that we were able to capture dead or alive. Oh, sorry, Pendergast is correcting me. We only found one of the bombs, not both of the bombs. But now we are in Poland. So the storyline as Poland reads, as of today, December 5th, Alpha Company 1st Platoon, 1st Battalion, 35th Infantry, 3rd ID, were deployed to Poland to partake in exercise yellow carrot. So the goal here is to exercise and train along on conventional warfighting in the European theater. So this is classified as FTXs. So there's a lot of, well, going to be a lot of step-by-step numbers. We'll be training on lots of different weapon systems, as well as our cohorts of the Polish military and German military. If you read our storyline, Charlie Company just got done with a rotation through Exercise Yellow Carrot, which is a sister company of ours. We'll be here for a good chunk of time, for at least a couple months, as put together some training exercises for our unit in 3 cab. It's that bridge that gap in between military deployments for us. Nothing that we do during a exercise is a combat mission, so these won't be put on combat records. It is more or less just a training scenario, war game style. Gives us some good variety in what we're able to do outside U.S. military operations. Being able to potentially play as a different faction as well will be out there. But looking forward to FTXs. They are, I like the variety a lot, so try not to cough. So we have some notes to cover for the month of December. Those that are your first year in our unit, the month of December is a little odd in terms of our milsim. We hold a holiday exodus, which is in this case, it's only going to be a 12-day exodus. Usually it's just around 2 weeks of leave time, approved leave, everybody, to be able to not have to worry about TPRing during this time frame, reporting in during this time frame. It's meant to be time to do what you wish, kind of our holiday gift. During December 20th, starting December 20th through January 1st, we'll be on this holiday exodus. During that time, our unit will still be running, right? We'll still be having some events. We have a Team v Team war game event hosted, going to be hosted by command staff. I believe there was even a best competition in the works by Lieutenant Drake. And basically just add some variety, be able to enjoy the holidays, not have to think you have to be on here. Christmas does land on the weekend of our operations, right, on Saturday the 25th, as well as just New Year's itself. New Year's Day is the Saturday. So we'll start back up with our New Year ceremony on January 2nd. Will be kind of the first active duty day back. But I mean, things that are still happening. So if you're around, in fact, by just prior years, this time frame is actually one of our more active time frames. A lot of high school, college students are off school, so they tend to be here online. We get an influx of a lot of new recruits during this time frame, as I'm going to be covering our anniversaries. So those that hit a year or more in our unit, December's a pretty popular month to join. Some personnel get the game for Christmas, or just get that money to spend for Christmas, and we tend to see some influx as well. We'll be able to cap off that New Year with a pubathon, always on the 31st, and be able to ring in the New Year together, just as a fun pubathon that we put on as well. So other notes that I have, we are starting, if you haven't seen it already, the 2022 Third ID banner competition. We did this last year, to wear your banner. If you want to check it out, it's under in our forums, just as it says, 2022 3rd Infantry Division banner contest. It's for our TeamSpeak banner, as well as our website, or actually not website, TeamSpeak and clans list banner is updated with whoever gets voted to after submission. So check that out if you are savvy with Photoshop and want to put in an entry. The winner obviously gets their work presented for the entire year of 2022. FIG is putting on a class here still in December of Combat Lifesaver on December 16th. I think that is the only skill class that we are running in the month of December currently, if Sergeant Brock can't chime in.
Yes, sir. We are running squad designating marksmanship course as well.
Gotcha.
That was just added yesterday.
Perfect. When was that date?
That is coming up on December 9th. Is that correct, Staff Sergeant Greg?
Yep, 19.
There you have it, sir.
Copy. So we have a bit of some training classes going on. Obviously, trying to get that stuff in before the holiday exodus. Through the months of October through December 5th, we had a recruitment drive and competition. We had 8 soldiers attempt to enter. There was some requirements. You must recruit 5. We brought in quite a few soldiers just from that drive alone. So we have that soldier to be announced, as there was only one soldier that actually hit the 5. And I'm in contact with that soldier to see if they want to take their prize or redonate it back out into the unit. So that we'll have to hold on, but congratulations on our recruitment drive overall. I thought, we brought this up in August and talked about it in September and then started doing it in October. RRO obviously has done a fantastic job. 10 soldiers in the month of November enlisted with us, whether re-enlist or enlist themselves. So we had Flanagan, I'm going to slaughter this name, Kravchenko. If you're in there, I'm sorry. Barrett, Miller, Davis, Ramirez, Pini, Elliott, Langley, and Nikas all joined us in the month of November. From recruits to private second classes now, so some of them have completed their basic training already, which is outstanding. And then we have 4 anniversaries in the month of December here that we'll be celebrating. First off is Corporal Mwali, who is hitting his 1 year on December 10th with us. We also then have Specialist Jay Harris, 1 year on December 23rd. So Christmas Eve, he joined us last year. We have Specialist H. McMahon, hitting 1 year on December 30th. So New Year's Eve. And then we have a 2-year anniversary for Sergeant First Class Brock, who will be hitting his 2 year on December 27th of this month. So a big hoot of these soldiers. 3 of these soldiers hit their first 1 year, which then I'll be in contact for the unit anniversary gift to be able to ship that out to the Corporal Mwali, Specialist McMahon, Specialist Harris, and then Sergeant Brock, thank you for your service as well. Hooah.
Ooh.
All right. We do have quite the list for awards, but note that's skewed a little bit. My ceremony pages are 10 pages long this month, so we won't be calling everything on it, as in our deployment awards are also a part of this. So since we completed a campaign in Africa, we will have an award be given out to every soldier and personnel that served in Africa, at least 1 mission, as well as our unit citations that are awarded out for the amount of operation missions that you made during that. So there was 21 missions in total, and I'll break that down here once we get to that point. But first off, we'll kind of start off with Winslow, Bigsby, and Kidon Post, if present. I know Winslow's on stream here. I see Bigsby in TeamSpeak. He must be AFK. Alright, these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal for donating $50 or more in a calendar month of November. In November, we brought in, we hit our goal, so that marks 11 months out of 11 possible months of hitting our donation goal every month. We came in at $270. We had Wenzel being awarded with V-Device for donating $100 in the month of November. We have Bigsby for donating $100. So with V-Device in the month of November, and then Kidden donated $70, so 20 over the 50 in the month of November to earn the Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal. So donations are humongous to our success as a unit. Being able to maintain our unit fund supplies our website, our servers, our AWS servers that we use for obviously gaming, and then lately the biggest funds is our unit anniversary gifts being able to be given out and shipped off. So a big hooah to these soldiers for continuing to put their money where their mouth is and show appreciation. So hooah, thank you. Next up, I'll take Drake, Winters, Kidden, Snyder, Pearson, Paz, and Wenzel. Post. Alright, Buffets. Alright, these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Good Conduct Medal. The Good Conduct Medal is awarded to soldiers for continuous good service of 3 months. So you can get this award 4 times a year. So being able to get that 4 times a year, you can max it out pretty quickly in your service. So a big thank you to these soldiers. I mean, they do what they're supposed to do, what they signed up to do. They TPR when they can't make it. They report in. They're active on the forums and DMOSs. And it's that for good conduct. So big hooah. Hooah.
What?
Hooah. Dollface. Congratulations, soldiers. Fall back in. Alright. A. Miller, H. Davis, and J. Spector. Post. Alright, about face. Alright, so these 3 soldiers are fairly new to our unit. They're hereby being awarded the National Defense Service Medal. The National Defense is awarded to personnel in our unit that have served or are currently serving their nation's military. It's the only way to earn the National Defense Service Medal, and that's signing on that dotted line that's payable up to your life. For your nation. It does not have to be the U.S. military, and it's really just for recognition for doing what many people want to do or want to try to do and can't. Serving your nation is something that's very honorable for ourselves, and the amount of respect that has to be given for our service members is second to none. And that's something that we'd like to continue to do in our unit. In this case, all 3 soldiers, Miller, Davis, and Spector, all have served in the U.S. Army or are currently serving in the U.S. Army. So I appreciate your service, and hooah, thank you.
Hooah.
Buffface. Thank you for your service, soldier. Fall back in. Next up, if I can get Holmes and Thomas, if they're present. Okay. These 2 soldiers. Excuse me. These 2 soldiers are hereby being awarded the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal for 365 days of service with a combat deployment. So ideally, these soldiers last month hit their 12 months time in service with us, and it's awarded for that. It's a time in service based award, and both Holmes and Thomas hit that last month and qualified for the month of December. So cool.
Alright.
All right. Next I have myself, Skanar, Pendergast, Cooper, Frost, and Bills post. All right, Buffets. All right. So these two soldiers, I got Cooper and Frost. Both of these soldiers, Cooper, you're hereby being awarded the Armed Forces Service Medal for 6 months in a DMOS. So in this case, Cooper, for serving 6 months in FIG, and Frost, you hit your 6 months in our Public Affairs Office. So Armed Forces Service Medal can only be awarded through a DMOS, and again, just for time in that service. So myself, Skanar, and Pendergast, all for S2 Intel. We then have Bills rounding out with 6 months of PAO as well. So big hua, congratulations.
Whoop.
All right, Buffets. Fall back in. All right, so now we getting into a lot of citations. So first, I will take Pearson, Poltrack, Garcia, Kidden, and Delgado post. All right, Buffets. So Garcia, Poltrack, Delgado. All right. So, try not to die and cough too much. So first, I have Garcia. So being awarded the Army Achievement Medal for meets requirements. Corporal Garcia gives 110% in everything he does for the squad. Not only does he excel as the role as a squad medic, but he can also take over as squad leader when there may be a mass CAS situation. Garcia has shown that he wants to improve to help create Zeus missions as well for squad drills, and is a valuable asset to our squad. Poltrack, being awarded the Army Achievement Medal for meets requirements, has shown his high leadership ability countless times in my absence. He is able to fully create and host squad drills that would consider the level of another squad leader. Poltrack is also able to fill in as squad leader during operations without any problems. With his level of dedication, he makes a perfect squad leader in the future. Well, side note, that happened already. And then we have Delgado for actions in support of myself. When I need him the most, consistent desire to improve and participate with outstanding work inside of flight drills and operations, recommended through his flight leader. So we also then have Pearson, who's being awarded the Army Achievement Medal with C device for combat, for dedication to the 3rd Infantry Division and achievement in Operation Silver Guardian Mission Silver Warhammer, stepping up in the absence of his team leader and taking charge of the team under fire. Specialist Pearson's an example of leadership, shows he is capable of performing at the next level and can accomplish a task with very little supervision. Then we have Specialist Kidden, has shown great leadership potential and success during Presence Patrol 15, when he and his team got tasked with clearing out the potential hostile city. He took command after his team leader went down. He re-established control of the situation, set a base of fire, and coordinated with the rest of the squad to successfully fight back hostile forces. So all these, you can kind of see there's the trend of leadership in it. That's what the Army achievement is for. It's for achieving, a set limit of leadership within your realm, right? Some of these are fire team leaders, some are medics, some are just fire team members. It's a medal that can be awarded at any level, any rank. And it kind of shows going from, we have sergeants to PFCs on this list today. So a big hooah and big thank you for your leadership. Hooah.
Cool.
All right. About face. Congratulations, soldiers. Fall back
Thank you,
in.
Major.
All right. Next up, if I can get Brock Garcia, Ivanov, post. Down, boy. Bellface. Get your hand down, LaFlash. There we go. Alright, so these three soldiers are hereby being awarded the Humanitarian Service Medal for voting of 60 votes in the calendar month of November. Again, these names are not new to this, especially a few of them. With sooner or later this thing has to be maxed out. I'm not sure where some of you are, but it's amazing to see the amount of votes and how we're constantly up on the high side. In first position, second, at best fifth. I think is the furthest I ever see us down that list, and it's extremely vital to our success for exposure for being a realism millism unit. And it's highly encouraged everybody get out there, every NCO. In fact, we have some ranks, as I'll mention later, that require a set amount of votes, and as you go through the promotion board for becoming an NCO, it's one of those that you have to have some votes in, as it's very, very vital. It shows that selflessness, that you don't gain anything from it personally, but it helps the group, it helps the unit. So a big thank you to these three soldiers for consistently hitting that vote button and getting 60 times in the calendar month. So, thank you.
Cool.
All right, Bellface. Thanks again, soldiers. Fall back in.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Uh-oh. I think I made a mistake with moving all my pages around, and I lost my track. Gotta go to my phone, because it's no longer in order. Stand by to stand by. Got my Google Drive. Alright, there we go. So next up, I will take Babel, Lewis, and Crawford post. Alright, about face, cover down. Alright, so these three soldiers are hereby being awarded the Joint Service Achievement Medal, the JSAM, for the following. So we have Babel and Lewis being awarded. These two soldiers are both being awarded the Joint Service Achievement Medal, the JSAM, for the dedication to the DMOS. From the very first day they were accepted in to... I don't actually think it says what DMOS they're in. CID?
Correct, sir.
Correct? All right. Accepted into the DMOS of CID. They have been on top of the requests. They have both equally completed a minimum of 10 requests each, and have had no major issues. Both PFCs are both dedicated, and know that we can rely on them to ensure that the unit uniforms are up to date as fast as possible. I guess I've read the whole thing. You know, being able to have uniform updaters in our CID, obviously that's a big branding thing for our unit, right? Everybody, you know, that's a staple of our own, I guess, what we did in the unit, our own dedication. It kind of shows. You can go take a look at your uniform and say, wow, you know, I get awarded that. This is what it looks like. So it's a sense of pride. And for having soldiers like these two PFCs be able to execute it to the standard, our uniforms to the AR670-1 field manual, or our manual, SOPs, but then also jumping on it so quickly. Photoshop is a skill set. It's difficult at times to use. So a big thank you to those two. Then we have Crawford for being awarded the JSAM for sustained service and commitment in recruiting and retention in the month of September, or since September. This recruiter has put in a lot of effort from previous months to ensure applications are assigned in a timely manner. Specialist Crawford is also quick to respond to questions from the public within our enlistment areas, whether that's on TeamSpeak or Discord. I see that firsthand a lot for you specialists. I mean, the amount that you are able to, you know, get the hey, what's up? Every support ticket that's posted, you tend to have your hands in, which is outstanding. And I think it goes a long ways for being able to bridge that gap of bringing a civilian into our unit and making them feel good and comfortable for making that choice. So a big hooah to these three soldiers. Hooah. All right, Bellface. Congratulations, soldiers. Fall back in. All right. Next up, I need Skinar, Cooper, Garcia, Kidon, and Poltrak. Nope, not Poltrak. Toplick, sorry. Toplick. Post. So Skinar, Cooper, Garcia, Kidon, and Toplick. Alright. Buffus? Alright. So, first I have Staff Sergeant Skinar as being awarded the Joint Service Commendation Medal for Zeusing every single mission in Operation Silver Guardian. He has proven not only that he can create, or that he was creative while making missions, but he's also reliable being there and being able to find the utmost immediate solutions when missions didn't go exactly as planned. Anybody that's ever Zeused, it is not you know, the most thrilling thing, and a lot of things go sideways. You know, there's times when I've seen us kick so much ass on the ground that we wipe through an entire objective, honestly, too quickly. And per the storyline, I mean, we need to be held up a little bit. Our timeline, we need to be held up a little bit. And the work that Staff Sergeant Cigar does, and then Staff Sergeant Grigg as well, when he joined, being able to kind of slow the personnel down a little bit, add in some extra side tasks / obstacles, doesn't go unnoticed. Something that Staff Sergeants do extremely well with. We have Cooper being awarded the Joint Service Commendation Medal for excellence as an FIG cadre. Since joining S3, Cooper has led many soldiers through OSET, Land Nav, Advanced Radio Communications Course, and 68 Whiskey Medic School. His dedication bolsters FIG's commitment to tactical and technical excellence. We have Garcia for being one of the few members of BMO that goes above and beyond as a senior roster maintenance specialist. He completes double checks the work done from other roster maintenance, as well as completes many requests himself. Garcia single-handedly completes almost all drill sergeant journals on a regular basis. We have Kidden, for again, member of BMO, puts a lot of work in. Specialist has completed more requests than everyone else in the last 2 months. He has also make sure the requests are completed on time and without error. Then we have Toplek being awarded for his duties within S4, alongside his fast and accurate replies to uniform requests as a 21 Yankee uniform updater. He also helps maintain and train new soldiers within CID, and to ensure that they fulfill their requests to standard. So each of these you can kind of see as an above and beyond style call. They're ones that are all meant for DMOS. The JSAM and the Joint Service Commendation Medal are only awarded for the work done in a DMOS, our duty side of our group, of our the admin side. So a big thank you to your dedication in your DMOSs, and keep doing what you're doing. Tua.
Ooh.
Dollface.
Oh.
All right. Fall back in. All right. Next up, this is make sure I have the right list. Okay, I do. All right. So this is a pretty lengthy list of soldiers. So I got Cunningham in Elio. I have Barrett, Winters, Ivanov, Franklin, Lewis, Delgado, T. Simmons, and Mays post. My throat's gonna hurt after reading all these citations.
I can scoot down a little bit. Thanks, man. Thanks for the leave.
All right. About face. All right. So these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Army Commendation Medal. Some with Valor, some standard, and some for combat device. So I'll go down each citation. First, I have Warrant Officer 1 Cunningham and Warrant Officer Elio. Meets requirement with Valor due to the various valorous actions in support of combat infantry operations while in the use of Viper. Warrant Officers Elio and Cunningham destroyed and disabled several key enemy vehicles, buildings, and foot soldiers. They are also credited with taking the initiative to take action against an enemy Mi-8 utility helicopter before it could suppress friendly forces on the ground. These actions are the becoming of excellent future aviators of the 3rd Combat Infantry Division, 3rd Infantry Division, and for ceremoniously awarded the ARCOM with Valor. So I remember when that Mi-8 came in, and holy crap did the radio go nuts, but it was neutralized extremely quickly due to these two soldiers. We have Private Barrett being awarded the ARCOM with Valor due to his actions of ground support, or of support of ground infantry during Operation Silver Guardian Mission Jungle Reckoning. Barrett moved through a small village with a small team of 2, came across 2 wounded in action soldiers. Quickly triaging the situation, Barrett continued to prioritize the casualties under heavy fire from enemy, resulting in a continuous of 15 plus minutes of CPR on a fellow soldier, while CLS or medic were located to provide IVs. Little side note, Barrett, that was me. He spent 15 minutes just doing CPR because I had fatally lost a lot of blood and unconscious, and no combat lifesavers or medics were around, and that's really all I was needed, was to get some fluids in. And he sat there while taking pop shots, just doing CPR on myself and one other. Thought that had to be called out. So Hua Barrett. We have Winters being awarded with C device for combat for continuous serving the unit, squad, and his team in an unmatched detail. His ability to lead, manage above his level has earned him a great respect from not only the members of Spartans, or Scorpions, sorry, but also members of his platoon. He continuously provides valuable lessons and feedback to soldiers that create a positive environment for growth and development. With his dedication, or without his dedication, Scorpions would effectively never fully recover from recent leadership and absence issues. He is vital to the success of the squad during the entire operation of Silver Guardian. So, who are winners? I mean, just leadership in general. I mean, you were a staple to that element as it's gone through some changes during our entire operation. We have Ivan. We have a C device awarded with C device for continuous growth and development of one of the most junior teams in the entire unit. The specialist has not had a soldier higher than the rank of PFC during his entire tenure as a team leader, and is a continuous example to follow for the squad and platoon during his time of Operation Silver Guardian. He assists his squad in multiple missions that directly led to the success for the squad, platoon, and unit throughout the entire deployment. So again, leadership from a high level. We have PFC Franklin being awarded the ARCOM with C device. Hold on. Too much reading, had to cough. For the continued leadership throughout Operation Silver Guardian during squad drills, PFC Franklin dedicated to detailing important information within the squad, as well as assuring his assuming TL, fire team leader, at some points, even squad leader, responsibilities when needed, and having shown great, or how to show. Have shown great of a leader this soldier really is. How great of a leader, there it is. Helps if I read the actual words that are written. Without his leadership and quick thinking skills, Scorpions would not be as successful throughout the deployment as they were. We then have PFC Lewis being awarded with C device during mission Silver Hammer. PFC Lewis was instrumental in treating and stabilizing his squad's casualties, sustained in its combat sustaining in its combat effectiveness. He sets the example of excellence in serving and other squads that resulted in recovery from a mass cast situation. PFC Delgado being awarded with C device while acting as CLS for mission Silver Hammer. Warhammer. It was due to the attentiveness, that's a big word, and medical expertise of PFC Delgado that led to the continued success of Scorpions as well as other squads. His ability to quickly set up CCPs, evaluate and stabilize casualties, and assist other squads wherein mass cast situation continues to set the example of all combat lifesaver personnel within the unit. We then have PFC Simmons, T. Simmons, for C device, while serving as a medic within his squad over the past several months, or past month. Not only has PFC Simmons single-handedly led the recovery efforts of a multiple mass cast incidents during Operation Silver Guardian, Silver Warhammer, but he has also developed the squad's combat lifesaver loadout, medical SOP for the squad drill, and personally taught the proper procedure of being a combat lifesaver member to over 4 different personnel within the squad. We then have Warrant Officer Mays for stepping up. Warrant Officer Mays stepping up in flight leader position and completely ran with the position. He has taken it upon himself to aid me, the flight commander, in ensuring multiple uniforms are correct and training are current and relative. On the 28th of November, Warrant Officer Mays filled in as Falcon 6 and executed as mission leader with the same determination in support of 1st Platoon. So here, Warrant Officer stepped up out of a role that's well above his pay grade, and took that role and ran as the flight leader or flight commander during that mission. So I remember that. So a lot of combat. Hold on. A lot of combat related, but overall you can kind of see the main focal point of the ARCOM is that top-notch leadership excellence. Was mentioned in a lot of their citations, being able to go above and beyond the call of their role. I mean, we have from PFCs to obviously NCOs, and then our warrant officers as well. A big thank you, a big hua, and congratulations, soldiers. Hua. All right, about face. All right. Fall back in. Hua. Oh man, that one took a lot out of me.
So requesting permission to fall in.
Yep. Cool. All right. Next up, go ahead and get me Specialist H. McMahon, Miller, Barrett, Kalen, McMiller, Crack. Can't ever say his name. Crave. We're gonna go with Cravchenko, and Langley and Nikas. Post. Alright, about face. Alright, so these soldiers, all fairly new to the unit, except Specialist, which I'll get into the reason, are hereby being awarded the Combat Infantry Badge Stage 1. So that's for achieving your first combat in the unit, is how the Stage 1 works. In this case, Specialist McMahon served as most of the time as a combat medic in our unit prior to now stepping into the role as a fire team member. So finally earning her first combat infantry stage. So big hua and congratulations, hua.
What?
Buffets. Congratulations. Fall back in. Next up, if I can get Flanagan, Simmons, Toplak, and Delgado post. Alright. To cut back some time, I combined everybody here, so about face. Alright, so we have Private Flanagan, who's just returning to us for another tour. He served in one prior operation prior to Silver Guardian, and hereby being awarded the Combat Infantry Badge Stage 2 for achieving his second combat operation. We then have Simmons being awarded the Combat Medic Badge Stage 1 for achieving his combat within a medical role as a Combat 68 Whiskey for Stage 1 of Medic. We then have Specialist Toplak actually achieving Stage 2 as a Combat Medic, being that this is his second combat mission, combat operation, as now in an assigned medic role. And then on top of that, we have PFC Delgado, being that Delgado is a part of our 3 cab. There is no infantry badge for that, so he's hereby being awarded the Combat Action Badge, the cab, that's awarded for combat. Exact same reason. You initiated combat in a mission, but outside an infantry-based role. So a big hua to these 4 soldiers for achieving their next stages. Hua. Buffets. Alright, fall back in. Congratulations. Alright. So next up, sorry about that. If I can get Barrett and Reisler post. Alright, Buffers. Alright, both these soldiers, our private second classes, are hereby being promoted to private first class, achieving their first 30 days in our unit following their training in OSET. A big hua. I mean, this is the first promotion out in front of everybody. First ceremony, most likely, as well. So, congratulations. This is just step one of hopefully a long career. Congratulations, hua.
Cool.
Dollface. Congrats, PFC. Fall back in. Alright, next, if we can get Lewis, Simmons, Babel, and Delgado post. Buffets. Alright. These 4 soldiers are hereby being promoted into what we call the E4 Mafia. Promoted to E4 Specialist. To achieve this rank is one of the hold-up ranks, is what I call it. A lot of requirements for it, not only the voting aspect of it for the clans list, but the one that holds the most up is you have to be active in a DMOS. These soldiers provide. In fact, I think all these soldiers were up here already receiving medals for the work that they've done in the unit. And at that level as a PFC, has really earned themselves into that E4 Mafia and getting into the Specialist core. It opens them up for other DMOSs as well as a lot of leadership potential as well. So congratulations and hua. Hua. Bellface. Congratulations, Specialists. Fall back in. Alright, if I can get Paz post. Alright, about face. Leaving said E4 Mafia, he now has to actually do some work. We have the new Corporal Paz, hereby being promoted to E4 Corporal. You know, to get into the NCO Corps, it's all about leadership. You have to hold a leadership position, whether that's a fire team leader, squad leader, and you lead from the front. I remember the day that I recruited Corporal Paz, and knowing what he could do in the unit, I'm happy to see him finally enter the NCO Corps. Congratulations, hua.
Hua.
Dollface. Congrats, Corporal.
Thank you, Minzo.
Fall back in. Alright, if I can get Elio post, Warrant Officer candidate. Dollface. Alright, so the Warrant Officer candidate here is up here for 2 things. One, for completion of 3 cab flight school, is hereby being awarded to Warrant Officer 1, so no longer a candidate, as well with the completion of his course. He's hereby officially now an Army Aviator, trained Army Aviator, and is being awarded the Army Aviator Wings for completion of his course, as well as the needed flight time. To have a skilled pilot like yourself is obviously a very high need for us. So a big thank you and congratulations, hua.
Hua.
Right. Dollface. Congrats, Warrant Officer. Fall back in. Alright. Next up, if I can get Cooper, post. Alright, Belface. Alright, we're going to strap another mosquito wing to your chest. You're hereby being promoted to E5, Sergeant Cooper. Obviously, you're a very big staple to your element, to your squad. You know, being able to rely on you as an NCO, you really showed what you can do in leadership. I mean, the amount of times that we've called your name up here for DMOS and other medals as well shows the type of soldier you are, that you take care of your soldiers, that you take care of your people, and that's the type of leader we need. So, big congratulations, Sergeant. Hello. Belface. Alright, fall back in.
Major.
Alright, so I have a few others. We're rolling up on time. So, just so I don't get these all messed up, because there's a good chunk of them. So I won't list everybody's name, because basically if you served in Operation Silver Guardian, you are hereby being awarded the African Campaign Medal. When I counted this list, it was 55 plus personnel. I will go through and read through. I won't have people post, but if you were awarded the Presidential Citation, the Valorous Citation, or the Army Superior Unit Citation, I'll kind of read through your name just so that we get everybody. So, first serving and being awarded the Presidential Unit Citation. Drake, can you spout the names quick? Unit Citation, or Presidential, is for 17 missions or more, correct?
17 until 21,
yep,
correct.
17 to 21 missions. So if you served in 17 to 21 missions in Operation Silver Guardian, that would be Drake, Brock, Scanar, Grigg, Tucci, Skitz, Pendergast, Shade, Poltrack, Moali, Iricola, Garcia, Cooper, and H. McMahon are being awarded the Presidential Unit Citation. We then have the Valorous Unit Citation. So this is serving from, I think it was 10 missions to 16 missions in Operation Silver Guardian. Is myself, LaFlash, Cruz, Klein, Vandal, Lang, Kahiri, Ayers, Frost, Winters, Ivanov, Crawford, Pearson, Paz, Kidden, Snyder, Unger, Fives, Holmes, and Bigsby. We then have the Unit Superior, so 1 to 9 missions. We have Lambert, Brennan, Mays, Elio, Inca, Cunningham, Strickland, Sam, Greg, retired, Marsh, Bills, Toplak, Fernandez, Harris, J. Harris, C. McMahon, Simmons, Lewis, Franklin, Sliger, D. Harris, Winslow, Escabadella, Bobble, Flanagan, Delgado, Thomas, Hodgkinson, Fernandez, Tham, Miller, Reiser, Kalin, McMiller, Kravchenko, Barrett, Langley, and Nikas. So those are our Army Superior Unit Citation. As you can see, each list is extremely large. Now you take all those names that I just called off, and they're being awarded the African Campaign. So a big hua. I mean, we completed our campaign in Africa. That's usually how we break down the unit citations, is by how many you attended for the most part. So big hua to everybody, because that was literally everybody in this formation most likely. So hua. All right. We do have a couple other medals I want to hand out. So first we have myself, thanks, Cruz, Vandal, Winters, and Ivanov, post. Let me make sure I got my stuff. Where did it go? There we go. Alright, Bellface. Alright. So, we have this shiny purple thing that hangs on our uniforms that tells us that the enemy is a good shot. So I was recommended for this, recommended by Sergeant First Class Brock. I appreciate you watching me get shot in the ass. So for myself, for military merit and wounds received in combat, silver Warhammer, leading company operations during the assault on Kigagon. Major LaFlash was very seriously wounded while moving towards objective Flintlock. In spite of his subordinate leaders, were able to continue movement north, securing multiple wounded soldiers in the area and maintain the unit's combat effectiveness through the mission. So I got shot in the ass. We then have one Lieutenant Cruz, which I have never seen somebody more excited about being shot than this guy right here. For Mission Silver Hammer, 3 Cab was tasked with extracting 1st Platoon Widowmakers. Once the first Chinook arrived, Lieutenant Cruz dismounted the CH-47 and gave up his seat, allowing another infantryman to be evacuated. During the brief waiting period for the second chalk, the remaining infantrymen and Lieutenant Cruz were engaged by OPFOR personnel. Lieutenant Cruz sustained multiple gunshots and shrapnel, causing him to bleed out heavily. Lieutenant Cruz maintained his position and continued to engage enemy personnel while maintaining command over 3 Cab and directing the second chalk to a safe landing and extract of the remaining members of personnel. So, like I said, never seen somebody so excited to earn that. We have Sergeant Vandal for military merit and wounds received during Mission Silver Warhammer. Sergeant Vandal led Scorpions through heavy combat through the mission while conducting and clearing operations in the Chief housing complex on objective Trebuchet. He suffered debilitating wounds from an enemy helicopter. Despite this, his subordinates were able to finish securing the objective and prepared to move to a supplementary objective revealed by intel. Once back on his feet, Sergeant Vandal continued to lead first squad to complete the mission. So again, wounded while leading. We have Winters for merit and wounds received during Mission Iron Catapult. Specialist Winters' ability to effectively carry out TL and SL duties while injured, and his focus on details led to his squads establishing and clearing a sector in a hostile town. As acting SL, he not only continued the mission for his squad, but led to the overall success of securing objective Rotunda for the platoon. Then we have Specialist Ivan for merits wounds received during Mission Silver Warhammer. When the SL and Senior TL both went down, Specialist took control over the remaining members of the team and led the assault on objective Lance. While being badly wounded himself, in the process the element destroyed the enemy squad and cleared half the city without his focus on objective Lance. Would have been many more injuries. While it was being secured, Specialist was one of the deciding factors to being able to have a quick accomplishment within the platoon or for this mission. So each of these, obviously, the Purple Heart is a fairly rare. A lot of factors have to play into being awarded a Purple Heart. Being able to be in that leadership position is the key one. Just because we all get shot, this is ARMA. We're shot or blown up or wounded every single mission, almost every single person. But it's all about the scenario and base around the events of that wounding. Earn them the enemy marksmanship badge. So, congratulations, soldiers.
What?
Ballface.
Oh,
That's a lot of ice cream. All right, fall back in. All right. Next up, both these soldiers aren't here, but I have Sergeant Pendergast and Staff Sergeant Skanar. So I got both of them actually on stream with me today. So both of these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Meritorious Service Medal. It's a fairly distinguished award, pretty high up there. First, we'll honor Sergeant Pendergast. Ideally, seeing how and what came of Operation Silver Guardian, this was Sergeant Pendergast's brain in action. Between him and the rest of S2 on the execution side, but the storylines, the missions, the side objectives, the presence patrols, that was 100% the dedication and ability of Sergeant Pendergast and his ability to write up the missions, come up with the game plans, brief the rest of S2, but then also for our leadership briefs, briefing the platoon leadership as well. So it goes for performance of his role as NCOIC of S2 and the creation from start to finish of Operation Silver Guardian, 21 combat missions, all the presence patrols we did, is hundreds upon hundreds of hours of research and writing was done by Sergeant Pendergast. So a big hooah to him and dedication for him. If you liked the last several months, you have him to thank. So hooah. With that, I also want to recognize and award Staff Sergeant Skanar the Meritorious Service Medal as well. Those that don't know, back in middle of November, Staff Sergeant Skanar put in his retirement packet. So this is really for his dedication as well, not only in S2, but then for everything that he's done for our unit thus far, having served over a year with us for sure, has held some roles that aren't exactly the most flashy. If you think about it, he's one that never actually fired his M4 as an American combat soldier because he played the Zeus side of things. And it won't go unnoticed for what he's done. He'll be retiring here officially in the 18th, so just before Exodus. I can't say, I can't say how much we appreciate what the Staff Sergeant has done in his tour here. I'm pretty sure he'll be obviously around a lot. Unfortunately, it's probably like Liwa. They go do their thing and then bless us with their presence. But a big hooah to him and his service for us. So if you see him, make sure you say congratulations to him, thank him, and then wish him well in the old folks' home. So hooah. All right. I have one more thing. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Done. Done. All right. I think it's a wrap almost. Lieutenant Drake, post. Alright, Bellface. Alright, so through our operation here, the lieutenant has led us from the front. Him and Sergeant First Class Brock can basically everything I echoed with Skanar and Pender on what they do. I mean, the soldiers, the two soldiers that went above and beyond and put it into action, the game plan, the plan of attack, what objectives, the logistical side of things, goes to Lieutenant Drake, Sergeant First Class Brock. You know, I've been thinking about, you know, the lieutenant here quite a bit, and wanting to call him up and give him some extra praise for his dedication. He is one of 3 soldiers, I think it was 3, that attended every mission in the entire operation, and in a position that he is in, you know, it's a big accomplishment. You know, trying to lead an entire platoon, try to lead an element in general, is not an easy task, but that's something that the lieutenant, as a butter bar, did. So we took that butter bar this month, and we're going to polish the hell out of it, and turn it silver, so that we can call him Lieutenant, First Lieutenant Drake. So I'd like to promote him to O2, officially going through the time in service, and time in grade, I should say, as a second lieutenant is literally months. You know, we always talk about getting that PFC to specialist. Okay, I can serve a month. When you get up into these little bit higher E5s, E6s, officer ranks, you sit there for months, if not years. And you know, it's with a great honor that I'm able to promote Second Lieutenant Drake to First Lieutenant Drake. So, congratulations. All right. About face. Congrats, First Lieutenant.
Thank you, Major.
All right. Stay fast. Other than that, I think that wraps up everything. We ran a little late, but 10 pages is a shit ton of notes to kind of cover. Get back to my closing note side of things. So again, Holiday Exodus starts December 20th, so we have this month, the next 15 days, 2 weeks-ish, to have some fun in operation, or in exercise, field exercise, Yellow Carrot, as well as what happens during the Exodus. Since this is my last time I see you before the new year up here, wish everybody a great holiday season. Hope to see you on. I'm looking forward to some of that TVT. That's always a fun time, being able to shoot your fellow soldier, and have some fun there. But congratulations again to everybody that got medals and promoted today. And let's have a outstanding December and a great holiday season, soldiers. Oh. All right, Lieutenant Drake, post. Take charge. Dismiss your platoon. Oh.
Thank you, Major. It would help if I unmuted myself first.
Huh.
All right, gentlemen. So that was a pretty long list. Again, I'm not going to keep you too long anymore. So those who have gotten awards, make sure you put in your CID requests. BMO will take care of all the paperwork. Once that's done, you will get your uniforms updated. So going into our new FTX here, we'll be starting off, or at least for the leaders, it will start off in about 15 minutes. So quick pee break, get a drink, get comfortable, and then we'll get right into it. I'm going to give you guys a proper introduction to the FTX once we start here. And I think, or at least I hope you guys will all have a great time here in December and the upcoming months during this FTX. So you are all dismissed. Hello.
Hello, War Eagles. All right. Other than that, that's all I have. Appreciate everybody stopping in. We had quite a few viewers throughout the entire thing. Congrats to everybody that got promoted in awards. I really look forward to this January here. We have some really big news, some big billet changes coming up in January that we're working on, and it kind of just rings in the new year. 2022 is be upon us very quickly, so I really look forward to 2022. The changes that's going to be coming are obviously will be a couple FTXs in, but then what brings in a new operation for us in 2022. But other than that, I appreciate it. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. All the other ones, Happy holidays. But I appreciate everybody, and thank you for having followed me for 2021, and see you in the new year. Thanks.